Welcome back to the Business Spotlight. I'm Pat Dewar. Today we've got Senator Ken Paxton at kenpaxton.com. You can go and visit his site, learn more about what he's doing to in his bid for Attorney General in the state of Texas. Why am I having Ken Paxton on the show? Well, quite honestly, it's a pro-business proposition. If Ken Paxton is the future Attorney General and he's out to lower taxes and property taxes and such, and he's out to help encourage businesses from all over the country to come to Texas and be a part of this success that we're having, since we've got one of the largest economies in the nation, why wouldn't you want him for your Attorney General? Thank you so much.
Good to be here.
I want to encourage you to let people know why they should connect with you right away, how they can, what they can do to support you, and how they can get in line to vote for you as quickly as possible.
Well, let me just say this. I've been traveling the state ever since we finished our legislative session, and I've met with numerous business leaders, lots of small business leaders around this state. And one of the refrain that I keep hearing is the Washington bureaucracy is intruding in my ability to run my business, whether it's the EPA, whether it's the IRS, whether it's OSHA, sometimes it's all of them. And it's a constant battle for these business owners to continue to operate and continue to employ people. And so unless we have an Attorney General who's willing to fight that and help these business owners survive and continue to provide jobs, I mean, it's going to affect all of us. It's going to affect all of our abilities to generate income and take care of our families. And so that's why we encourage people, we change our issues as we're going along. As issues come up, we put them on our website, and we'd like to keep in touch with people so that we can remind people to vote and encourage them to be a part of this election in March.
And they should go to
kenpaxton.com.
And I know that I noticed that on there you basically are just asking for enough information to keep in touch.
That's exactly right.
Nothing really beyond that. It's really just about you being able to continue to push information out as it becomes necessary to keep them informed. Right?
That's all we're trying to do. Our goal is to get people to show up on Election Day. As we already discussed, very few people do that. So it's critical that your viewers show up and vote and that they tell their friends to vote. Now,
for those that can participate in helping fund your election, how do they do that?
They can sign up on our website, and they can contribute online, and it's a relatively easy, painless process.
Now, some of them actually might want to invite friends together and have you. Would you come to their meeting if they were to have something like that?
Absolutely. We are all over the state. We have basically 6 months to campaign, and so we're trying to get to as many pockets of the state as we can in a relatively short period of time. I think it's 188 days or something like that left. So not that I'm counting.
Around the state in 180 days.
That's right, which is challenging.
I wouldn't doubt. And if somebody was trying to put a party like that, I don't know what do you call it? Fundraising?
Meet and greets or fundraising effort. There's, depending on what you want to do, we do all kinds of different things.
But it's just getting some people together. You come in, tell your story of what you're looking to do. They pass the hat or something, and people drop in big checks.
That's right. I like that, big checks.
As people are, as we're wrapping this show up, what do you want people to do right now? I mean, go to this, your kenpaxton.com. What else should we be looking forward from you over the next 6 to 9 months?
Well, I want them to tell their friends, because the number of people that we can actually get to is relatively small. We just don't have enough time in such a large state. We're not Oklahoma or Rhode Island. This is a massive state. And so I can only be there, 254 counties in Texas, and there are 188 days left before the election. I can't even get to every county. And so it's really important that people tell their friends, because most people are not going to know who's running for AG, for Attorney General. And so it's critical that people tell their friends about this election and encourage them to show up and vote for us when March rolls around.
Social media, things of that nature, pretty big for you?
Yeah. Facebook, we're on Facebook, we tweet, we're definitely, that's obviously running these days. It's a very easy way for us to connect to our voters.
Now, just not that you would spend a lot of time on your Facebook page, but is it your personal or the business page that people are going to connect to? The business, right?
Right.
Or, I mean,
the campaign.
Yeah, campaign. And is that under Ken Paxton?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then for Twitter and stuff like that, it would be Same thing?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Well, just like I say, the only reason I'm asking is some people like to play out in that zone. And I know you want to try to reach the people that are the below 30 crowd pretty massively, don't you?
Absolutely we do.
What do you have to offer them?
Well, this country, if things are not turned around, they're the ones that are going to pay for this. It's their standard of living that's going to be lower. Their opportunities are going to be limited. For people my age and older, it's not going to affect us as much. If you accumulated something, you may be able to keep some of it. But for people trying to build, the youngest people are going to be most impacted if there's no opportunity or if there's limited opportunity. And so for me, this is actually more important if you're under 30. It may not seem like it, but it's actually more important if you're younger, because this debt and taxation is severely limiting their ability to have a life that they might have looked forward to.
Well, and I think that's going to be, that's the enigma of the future, is that they're trying to find a way to even handle it. And I don't even know I don't know how they're going to do it. I mean, we have really left a mess, and you're trying to say, look, let's think about our children. Isn't that correct?
That's exactly right. We've got to start now cutting our spending, making sure that we get our fiscal house in order, because it's unfair for us to spend money for our kids and leave them with basically with the bill.
Awesome. KenPaxton.com. Ken, thank you again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I know, folks, if you want a conservative attorney general, go to KenPaxton.com. Keep informed, and then vote, because it's going to make a difference. They're talking 1.5 million people. Going to make all the difference in Texas's future and potentially the nation's future. Because if we flop the coin and go the other side, it might be bad. This is a Business Spotlight. We'll talk to y'all next time.